Imagine handing a complex task to your computer, walking away, and letting the machine do all the thinking, coding, and building completely on its own. Anthropic's Claude Opus 5 has launched to massive hype by delivering exactly that. It's dominating industry leaderboards and executing highly complex, autonomous workflows. But getting access to that power requires a steep trade-off. Right now, Opus 5 is the most expensive and the slowest frontier AI model on the market. This chart maps out the current landscape. Down in the lower left, you have models like GPT 5.6, Kim K3, and GLM 5.2. Fast, affordable, and highly capable. And then you have Opus 5, sitting completely alone in the extreme top right corner. This forces a difficult decision for anyone relying on AI for daily work. Do the productivity gains actually justify the massive spike in wait times and subscription costs? Because when you upgrade to this model, you are accepting the premium penalty, trading a massive amount of your time and money for the promise of flawless execution. To see where Opus 5 actually delivers on that promise, we look at its ability to connect to an agentic harness like Claude Code. This setup lets it manage local files and execute long-horizon visual tasks without constant human handholding. For example, we prompted it to build a fully functional, browser-friendly replica of Windows 11, complete with working desktop apps. Without any further input, it mapped out the drag-and-drop mechanics, coded the start menu, and automatically spun up a local browser page to test its own work and fix bugs on the fly. It built a working file explorer, a functional Spotify clone, and a working Excel sheet. It extends to 3D as well. By giving it local access to Blender, we asked for a textured, animated X-Wing fighter. It modeled the body, rigged the hinges for the wings, applied the textures, and rendered the final animation completely on its own. It even successfully navigated a digital audio workstation. It autonomously searched for and downloaded virtual synthesizers, mapped out drum patterns, and arranged a full multi-track electronic song. This dual-bar gauge graphic reveals the hidden catch. That single track consumed 350,000 tokens and took over an hour. This massive load means one creative prompt drains a quarter of your usage limit on Anthropic's Max tier plan. The visual accuracy of this model is undeniably high, but because each revision costs thousands of tokens and takes an hour to complete, trying to rapidly iterate or tweak a design is functionally impossible. So, if it struggles with speed on creative projects, does that premium price tag guarantee better results for standard logic, coding, and writing? Anthropic's marketing leans heavily on the fact that Opus 5 ranks #1 on critical software engineering and reasoning leaderboards like Arc AGI 3 and DeepSuite. Opus 5 stands as the tallest bar on official benchmarks, slightly above GPT 5.6 and Kim K3. But look at the error bars at the top. These represent confidence intervals. Notice how the brackets for Opus 5, GPT 5.6, and Kim K3 clearly overlap. When confidence intervals overlap, any numerical advantage is just statistical noise. In reality, there's zero verifiable difference in reasoning capabilities between Opus 5 and its cheaper rivals. While the intelligence is tied, the speed is not. Opus 5 generates output tokens painfully slower than any other frontier model available. For standard logic and text tasks, you are paying double the price for a model that gives you the exact same quality of work at half the speed. The friction only increases when you move away from code and ask Opus 5 to handle high-stakes, real-world data, like deep medical diagnostics. We ran a test asking the model to identify specific types of tumors across 6 different medical imaging scans. It failed entirely. Opus 5 either misidentified the mass or missed the tumor completely in all 6 out of 6 scans. Even when summarizing biological research, its formatting feels rigid. Where GPT 5.6 provides dense, highly organized insights, Opus 5 holds back, delivering research that feels visibly less comprehensive. A major reason for this hesitation is Anthropic's restrictive ecosystem of safety guardrails, which aggressively monitor and interrupt workflows. If the system flags a biology or cybersecurity prompt as even remotely sensitive, it abruptly halts your work and automatically downgrades you to an older, dumber model. When you need to process complex, non-visual information, Opus 5 proves to be highly expensive, factually unreliable, and frustratingly date-kept. Claude Opus 5 is a brilliant, highly specialized tool, but it is not a universal upgrade for every user. To see where you fit, let's look at this decision flow chart. The determining factor is your primary workflow. If your work relies heavily on front-end UI, UX design, or generating 3D meshes, and you can wait an hour per task, this is your path. For those specific visual tasks, Opus 5's ability to act as an autonomous agent is currently unmatched. However, if your day consists of back-end logic, deep research, data analysis, or standard copywriting, you should skip it entirely. Stick with GPT 5.6 or Kim K3 to get the exact same level of intelligence at higher speeds and significantly lower costs. You have to match your massive AI financial investment to the actual requirements of your specific daily output. Don't pay the maintenance on a hypercar if all you need is a reliable daily commute.